I don't know what happened to the director of this film, but he deserves to be directing because the two films he put out were both really good. This is Kong Skull Island. This is a second look. I've seen this film before, and I'm talking about it again because Godzilla X Kong, or I hear people are calling it Godzilla Cross Kong, is in theaters. That doesn't sound any better. I know it's a weird title, but in theaters now. So I decided this would be the time to revisit all those films and have reviews of them on my channel since none of them exist. So we're talking about them. So click subscribe because I'm doing that, and that's pretty cool, isn't it? It's something. Gotta give you some reason. If you don't do it, Kong's gonna smash you. How about that? How's that for a reason? There you go. I know him personally. King Kong. Anyway, this film stars Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson. Wait, that's some Marvel Cinematic. Anybody else from the Marvel Cinematic Universe? We got Samuel L. Jackson here. It's a little weird. It's a lot of Marvel going on. Oh, good. John Goodman's here. He's not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. John C. Reilly's here. Corey Hawkins, Jason Mitchell. Wait, they were both in Straight Outta Compton. We've got John Ortiz, Shea Wiggum, Thomas Mann. I don't know. This is a very deep cast. I don't know where to stop listening. Richard Jenkins. There are a lot of people in this film that you would recognize from previous works. So, and it is directed by Jordan Vogt-Roberts, who he directed The Kings of Summer, which is a delightful film and is one of my favorite films from that year. Easily. It was a film that I walked into, had no idea what to expect, loved it. Loved that film. And then when they gave him Kong Skull Island, I was like, oh no, they're doing that trend where they take an indie director and then suddenly give him $200 million. I was like, this isn't going to be good. Actually, he did pretty good. He did pretty good with it, you know? And for some reason, we haven't hired him since. I don't know why. This film is good. This film made money. It didn't bomb. I honestly, there are some other directors who are not good and they keep getting hired. And this guy hasn't worked since 2014. What? Anyway, so Kong Skull Island is also has audio description by Deluxe and William Michael Redman. If you watch it on Max, where all of these little Godzilla universe films are right now, so that was really easily accessible. What's it about? Well, back in ye olden days of Monarch, the Monarch team wants to launch a military strike to this place called Skull Island. It's hard to get to. Sailors have failed. They've tried and failed. It's sort of a really tough, but luckily with the advent of helicopters, we believe we can fly in, although this thing is surrounded by a storm. It's basically like this giant stay away island that they just keep. We're like, no, we're going to do it. We're going to go there. Figure this stuff out. Manifest destiny, this shit. So we go there. And lo and behold, Kong is not too happy to see us. So stuff starts happening right away. And basically it becomes a journey of survival after this. They have to get, much like in Jurassic Park, they have to get to the other side of the island before the boat that will be leaving in 3 days. If they want to survive. But there are some side plots too. John Goodman sort of plays the guy that's from Monarch and knows what's up, and he kind of lets out some backstory and information. Samuel L. Jackson is sort of the head of the military mission, and he's really angry at Kong for killing a bunch of his people. Brie Larson is there to photograph things. She's a photographer. So she's deeply necessary to the plot of the film. And John C. Reilly plays a guy who had mysteriously gotten trapped there back during World War II and has been trapped there ever since. And they find him. And he's pretty excited to see other humans that are not indigenous to Skull Island. So this is fine. I like this film. It's not like the greatest film ever made, but I enjoyed revisiting it. It's the film in this franchise that I like the most, having not seen Godzilla Cross Kong yet. I would say that this is my favorite of the series. It's the one that works the best for me. It has the best action. It has at least one good sort of jump scare death of one of the main characters, I would say. It's one of those like sort of Deep Blue Sea moments. It's not the same character. Although, really funny fact is I love when Samuel L. Jackson does his line from Jurassic Park here. Hold on to your butts. That's nice. It's action, and they don't go overboard with Brie Larson's connection to Kong. It's not like they fall in love. They have some moments where Kong just kind of stares at her, but it's not overdone. It's not like with Naomi Watts in King Kong or Fay Ray or anybody like that. But there's she's the only female, and he's not like, hello, my name's Kong, how are you? So they give a lot of backstory to Kong here. It's a good film. They have the skull crushers that come out, and those things were, when I could see, those things were nightmarish. That's maybe my only concern, was that I don't know that we made them sound crazy enough. The character design on them was so insane, just utterly insane. But there were so many things in this that it's funny that this was a PG-13 rating, because it's sort of like an island of nightmares. I remember the spider sequence, and I thought that was pretty intense for a PG-13 rating movie. But yeah, this is a good film. The audio description, the Deluxe team did a really good job. Everything that I remembered. The only thing that they can't do is, I swear this film has like a certain color grading, like a certain hue to it, where it feels more red-orange than it potentially should be, from what I remember. It sort of has this look to it to make it look sort of old-fashioned in a way. Almost like in Technicolor. A little bit of a Technicolor vibe. But the description of Kong is good. They try to do size relativity. At least one thing was described as being as tall as a skyscraper. So I thought that was useful. But some of the things are literally just gargantuan, and they're just, big words. Like, and that becomes kind of frustrating a little bit, because you don't know actually how big these things are. I do feel like, having seen both Godzilla and Kong, that Kong is not the same size as Godzilla, but they do address that in this film by saying that Kong is not fully grown yet. So it's possible that by the time we got to Godzilla versus Kong, that as Kong grows up, because he's the youngest of what was left on that island, that he has grown more and is more closer in size to Godzilla. Maybe. I don't know. But that could be a reason that they used to undersize Kong. But he looks great in this. The visual effects are amazing. And I really enjoy this film. So problems, it doesn't really have that many. I don't even remember what my initial problems were with this film, to be totally honest. I don't remember, other than the fact that it does play a little bit more like a horror film, where it introduces you with a bunch of characters that it can kill off slowly one by one. And that's kind of how this film plays it out. You do have quite a lot of military people, and they do slowly get picked off one by one throughout various horrific things that are happening on this island. So that is just how this film plays out. But I'm actually going to go pretty positive on this. I really enjoy this movie. I was actually looking forward to rewatching this. This was, of the set of films that I had to rewatch in order to accomplish this goal, this is the one I was actually excited for. I was like, I get to rewatch Kong Skull Island. That's good. I like that. I'm excited for this. So I'm going to give Kong Skull Island an A-. Time has actually favored this film for me. It's actually warmed me to it. And I do wish Jordan Vogt-Roberts would get some work, because The Kings of Summer and Kong Skull Island, that's a solid resume. There are way crappier directors out there that are still getting work. And I don't know who I need to chase down. It better be a Me Too thing. That's all I can say, because if that's got to be the only reason he's not working, because this man is an exceptional director. Otherwise, there better be some weird thing out there that I'm just not finding about him. So, because if somebody's like, well, Kong didn't quite make the money we thought, no, sir, there are way worse directors out there still making films. You could easily put this man in a project. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I know you did that. You clicked subscribe. I believe you. I'll see you guys on the other side.